1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This week, the Dutch company PAL-V announced the first flights of its prototype flying car. This unique vehicle is called the PAL-V1, or the Personal Air and Land Vehicle, and it marks the start of a new era. On the ground, the vehicle drives like a sports car. Within minutes, its rotor is unfolded and its tail is extended. Then it is ready to take off thanks to the advanced gyrocopter technology. With these successful test results, it's proven that it is not only possible to build a flying car, but also that it can be done within existing international rules for both flying and driving. Having passed this important milestone, the company is now inviting investors to join them in creating the future. The next step will be the design of the first commercial production model of the PAL-V, and first deliveries are expected in 2014. For 100 years, people have been dreaming of a flying car, and many attempts have been made to realize this dream, but now it has truly become a reality.
Personal flight is an extraordinary thing. It's something that we've all dreamed of. That's why the company is called Terrafugia. It's not about the transition, it's not about the first product. It's about the movement of humanity up off of the ground and to make better use of flying. I met the other co-founders at MIT.
Carl had designed a new, pretty novel liquid-fueled rocket engine, so we worked together to build that.
Sam was very good friends with Carl. He introduced me to Carl through the MIT rocket team, which was a lot of fun. It was another student group that Carl had actually founded.
I asked Carl one day, what are we going to do after we graduate? And he said, let's build flying cars.
He thought about it for a minute or two and said, yeah, I guess we can do that. That was probably the point in time that was the beginning of Terrafugia.
We rented out this old mechanics garage, and we walked in and there's nothing. There's 4 walls, a floor. And so what we did to get us over that was we taped an outline of the plane on the ground. And there's a classic picture of us all pointing at the plane on the ground and said, we're going to build an airplane here.
They had an idea, and I was looking for people that had ideas, met up with them, and started helping them refine their business plan. That was my initial role.
We brought kind of design and the desire to build a flying car, and Alex brought the business side of it.
We had the training and the skills, and we're willing to put in the hard work.
Really what you want in a founding team is a bunch of people with very complementary skill sets, and that's what we've got. The co-founders of Terrafugia are really some of the most amazing people that I met during my entire time at MIT.
I don't invest in a company, I invest in people I know. Same thing with organizations I'm a part of.
The fact that people would come up to us and say, so this is impossible, right? Didn't faze any of us. And I think you have to have not just one person who feels that way, but a group of people who feel that way. And with that combination, why wouldn't it happen?
We do plan to be the forefront of the flying car industry. We want to be the first one to break on that market, and then we want to lead it. And I see no reason why we can't do that.
Everybody that shows up at work here today is part of that now. This is something we're going to make happen.
The technical challenges aren't a bad thing. As an engineer, that's what we do. We solve problems. And those all culminate, in finally building an aircraft, or in our case, a flying car that flies and drives.
The reason that I wanted to found Terrafugia is because I want to help people fly.
What could be better than walking into your driveway, getting your flying car, flying to work? No traffic, no speed limits.
We want to make a mark on this world, and this is a way that we can do it. We have the technology at our fingertips to change the way we all get around.
ground effect program also includes 2 off-the-shelf Curtiss Wright air cars. This one seats 4 or has a payload capacity of 1,000 pounds. Simple controls permit the operator to maneuver the vehicle in any direction by controlling airflow through adjustable vanes. 2 180 horsepower aircraft engines power the ducted propellers for speeds up to 35 miles per hour with an operating range of 2 hours. Air performs the important functions of propulsion, suspension, and braking. The machine is capable of turning on its own axis. The normal lift for the air car is approximately 6 to 9 inches above the ground. Since ground effect machines move on a cushion of air, they can travel over any unobstructed terrain, water, mud, swamp, ice, or snow. With this research program, the Army truly takes a step into a new field which may offer improved surface mobility.
Skyrunner is part all-terrain dune buggy, part light sport aircraft. It's essentially a flying dune buggy. On the road, it's an ultimate off-road vehicle. You can go in the sand dunes, go off-road, dirt roads, moguls, very rugged. You can get 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds. Its top speed is 115 miles an hour. You transition from road mode to air mode by taking the parachute out of the back. You lay the chute behind the car, engage the prop, so the prop works separate from the wheels. So in about 30 feet, when you engage the prop, give it thrust, the parachute comes over your head, and at about 300 feet, 35 miles an hour, you're gonna get lift. In the air, you'll get about 55 miles an hour with a cruise distance of about 200 nautical miles. Out of the factory, this thing will do about 15,000 feet. You're limited to 10,000 feet above the ground with a light sport pilot license. The simplicity is pretty fantastic. As a pilot, this is several times easier to take off and land than, say, a Cessna. This is very intuitive. You're using the gas pedal to give you thrust. So let's say you're coming down to land. If you feel like you're coming down a little too fast, you would just push the gas pedal a little bit, you would level off, and you would just let the ground come up and meet you. Very easy to land. When you see it, it looks like something out of a movie, maybe a James Bond film or a Batman film. Very angular design. So we saw it as sort of a wealthy, adventurous toy. We saw it as an outdoor recreational enthusiast. But what was fascinating is to see how the market translated it. Ranchers and farmers would come to me that were about to buy a helicopter. Pipeline companies that spend $1,500 an hour on helicopters could then use these and save a lot of money. We've been working on it for about 2.5 years. Here we have our 3rd functioning prototype. It's pretty close to commercially viable.
This summer has been an exciting time for the Maverick project for iTech and Beyond Roads. This summer we've done a lot of driving, which is very exciting. We have done a lot of flying. This year at Oshkosh AirVenture 2013 was the first time that we had the chance and the opportunity to fly the Maverick at a large air show. Also, after AirVenture was over, the Maverick actually traveled more north and went to a farm show up in Minnesota, and it's the first time the Mavericks were displayed at a farm show. After the show in Minnesota, the Mavericks went to Pennsylvania to a Mission Aviation fair called Smoketown. I had the opportunity also to fly there, and everything was just really nice. It's really nice to be able to show the Maverick out in public and fly it for them. On the mission side of the Maverick, we're building a Maverick for ITEC Ecuador that will be used in the lower Amazon. We're very excited about it to put it into use in the jungles of Ecuador. And the vision of the Maverick was to have a very operable machine that can be used to be able to drive through the bush, and then when the road ends, to be able to hop over the terrain, hop over a river, hop over the canopy of the jungle. We are excited about the possibilities that the Maverick will be able to accomplish in missions.
This week, the Dutch company PAL-V announced the first flights of its prototype flying car. This unique vehicle is called the PAL-V-1, or the Personal Air and Land Vehicle, and it marks the start of a new era. On the ground, the vehicle drives like a sports car. Within minutes, its rotor is unfolded and its tail is extended. Then it is ready to take off thanks to the advanced gyrocopter technology. With these successful test results, it's proven that it is not only possible to build a flying car, but also that it can be done within existing international rules for both flying and driving. Having passed this important milestone, the company is now inviting investors to join them in creating the future. The next step will be the design of the first commercial production model of the PAL-V, and first deliveries are expected in 2014. For 100 years, people have been dreaming of a flying car, and many attempts have been made to realize this dream, but now it has truly become a reality.
Half plane, half vehicle, the Aeromobile 2.5 recently demonstrated a successful takeoff and landing. The futuristic beast is an impressive, functional prototype of the company's Aeromobile 3, a third-generation concept. The minds behind the craft note, in terms of automobile configuration, it fits to a standard parking space. Its engine enables it to tank at any gas station, it is fully accustomed to road traffic, and as a plane, it could both take off and land at any airport in the world. The Aeromobile has a Rotax 912 engine, carbon-coated steel frame, and collapsible wings. That final aspect allows the craft to go into two modes. When hitting the streets, the wings can seal nicely into the body of the vehicle. They fold back out automatically before flight, increasing the vehicle's width from 5 to 27 feet. While in road travel mode, the mean-looking two-seater vehicle has a range of nearly 550 miles. As it cruises the skies, the Aeromobile can reach speeds up to 124 miles per hour. Engineer Stefan Klein came up with the idea for the Aeromobile, and he's been working to perfect his craft for the past 2 decades.
Thanks for watching. Please comment below which one do you like best. Let me know what you're thinking. Don't forget to share this video and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.